We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Washington Redskins. Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports.
Come on, fellas.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo.
50. Exit.
Leo. Bookabee. Door. Ready?
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said right down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here I come.
Big rip.
To throw again. Clifford hooking up here with Trent Taylor. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line.
That's another.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, Clifford on the check down. He finds Kamara. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
54 Mike. Watch the curl.
Hey, wahoo!
2nd and 5. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are...
Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Check 31. 49. Check 49.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Check 13.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Jackson to throw. This to C.J. Ham, the fullback. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, Haywood!
Here's 2nd and 8. And an alley to run. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Back to throw. Clifford, that's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Trent Taylor there, but now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Clifford. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now Jackson on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run there.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I got you, Pop. Shit. Let's go. Bravo. Out. 6. Mike 56. You remember me?
From the gun, Jackson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, watch the slant.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4.
Now.
Here's a 2nd and 7. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know you thought saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, Clifford. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's McCaffrey. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down at 4, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd and 4. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Rabbit, rabbit. Rabbit, rabbit.
On 2nd down at 4, Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 56.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
with no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a Way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
That's good for a Washington Redskins first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check out read.
Toss play, Kamara. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 2nd and 13. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. It looks so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal.
Matchbox lights.
36. Check 37. Check 37.
He'll get it up the middle. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. We'll check on his status when we get back. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Watch the shit. Switch. No. Off.
They'll run it with Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We've got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
Before getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Check 56. Hey, I'll get it ready.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way.
Right 56, Mike 56. Bring it.
Jackson will throw again. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over, and now you get the second half to play.
At their own 24-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Go!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clifford. And this is Parker, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Ready. Rock it.
Check back. He's crashing. He's checking crack.
Ready.
A final shot before break. Clifford. It's complete to Hopkins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So we have reached halftime here with not much scoring between these two teams. 6-6 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Breaks a tackle. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
58, Mike.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it.
Rotate. Protect the backer.
Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike.
That's it.
To throw is Jackson. It got his man complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Redskins' 46-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
We up. Check hot route. Hot. Shins. Watch the shins. Watch twins.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Joker. Hammer. 56 to Mike. 56 is the magic. Here we go. Mike, 56.
Jackson from the shotgun. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
All 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
All the field goals are great, but I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you've got to score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, or if they'll come on.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2nd and 3. Going deep for Hopkins. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense as that fell harmlessly to the ground. On the ground, Kamara. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillandale as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Jackson on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Now, this is an example of breaking down in defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ready. 50. Man, I got you. Go. Check. Motion out of the backfield.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards. Jackson now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to look, and this will be caught at the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
Michael Kendricks makes the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Right here.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Bucs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Big stop.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is caught. He hits Moore. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in until that point. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if something there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Looking to throw. Clifford. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Clifford. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Intended for Devontae Parker. Incomplete. Reed Williams on the coverage.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. Hey, we got 3.
Throwing again. Clifford. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. But now it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight. You still don't force it in there because the booth.
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
198 to Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch 98, watch 98 to Mike. All you get is the headache.
Now Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now Jackson, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
He's checking.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Sponge! No! 58 to Mike.
Oh, you got deep?
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. On 1st down, Clifford. And he finds Parker here, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. On 1st and 10, Clifford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
54, right there.
Back to throw. Clifford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Let's go get it.
On 4th down, Clifford. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 38. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Let's get this.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
What? Ancient Gator. 58, right there. You.
Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
On the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility.
No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Tampa Bay, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'm a